On this episode of Infowars, we are going to cover the fact that Newt Giffords lied about his attendance at the quote-unquote Bohemian Grove. Next, the Democratic chairman says that the Tea Party is to blame for Giffords shooting. Ron Paul, everybody thinks Ron Paul is quirky because they can't defend themselves initially, and there is a new credit card out there, but you have to remember a new PIN to be able to access it. That and a lot more straight ahead. A news article written by Kurt Nemo called Video. Newt Giffords lying about his attendance at Bohemian Grove states that Newt lied again about attending Bohemian Grove the other day. The quote-unquote gay porn star having sex with and a whole bunch of crazy stuff I won't go into. Anyway, the fact is that not only did he attend the most faggy goddamn thing you could ever imagine, as Richard Nixon deemed it, he also delivered a speech there. And he tells Luke Godowski of WeAreChange.org that he's a nut and a crazy person. Yeah, sure. Well, here's the video of that nut crazy person here, alright?
I know you consider yourself a Catholic, but what happens when you worship Moloch at the Bohemian Grove? New York Post says that male prostitutes are shipped into the Bohemian Grove. Can you tell us what happens there?
You actually believe all this junk?
Bill Clinton said that Republicans run around naked in the woods there.
Did you say the Bohemian Club? Yeah. That's where all those rich Republicans go up and stand naked against redwood trees, right? I've never been to the Bohemian Club, but you ought to go. It'd be good for you. Get some fresh air.
And you don't want to know what Richard Nixon said about the place.
The Bohemian Grove that I attend, on time to time, the Easterners and the others that come there. But it is the most faggy goddamn thing you will ever imagine in San Francisco crowd that goes in. It's just terrible. I mean, I had to shake hands with everybody in San Francisco.
That's the place you attended. It's a secret society. Can you tell us at least who invited you?
You know, it's nice to know that there's some people who have fantasy lives that have nothing to do with it. Nice to meet you. Bye-bye.
You can't answer the question? You can't? Why can't you answer the question?
See you later.
And there you go, folks. Newt lied again, and Clinton lied too, even though he went there as well. Well, we all know who's going to hell them. I mean, folks, we are run by a bunch of sick people. And believe me, if he can lie like that, he can basically... I think Newt's got the job pat down already. I'm just going to put it that way. An article written by Kurt Nemo called Democratic DNC Chair Tea Party to blame for Giffords shooting, or should I say Giffords shooting. She goes on to say that virtually they need to tone it down because well, basically Gabrielle Giffords got shot and the Tea Party was to blame. And yet, personally, it was basically determined that the accused shooter, who was named Jared Lee Loeffner, was basically, I don't know, how do we put it, mentally ill and unable to stand trial. He was probably diagnosed with schizophrenia and has been undergoing forced medication in a federal prison since July. Whoa. Forced medication, folks. But anyway, this DNC chairman, who goes by the name of Debbie Switzer-Liss, or something like that, so if I get your name wrong, ma'am, I don't want to virtually be another influence to get another congressperson shot, but virtually she just repeats the same darn thing over and over and over again. She says that the Tea Party was the problem, but yet virtually the guy was an insane cockbite who virtually was mentally insane. He was in love with Gabrielle Giffords, and unfortunately he went out there and just bought some guns and blew his head off. Blew her head off. Now, unfortunately, if people had guns in that little shopping center where he actually opened fire, and basically, we trained also, I think Giffords would have been shot, but nobody else was. They would have opened up on them and just killed them right there instead of making them live. But this is how our society is now. We're all sheeple. But anyway, this woman thinks, that, oh crap, Gabrielle Giffords got shot, we need to tone it down. Even though Ravna was out affiliated with the Tea Party. So basically, she's a big fat liar. Trust me, they always lie like that. Believe me. An article from the Daily Mail, this is titled, New Credit Card is Virtually Theft-Proof, but you do have to remember yet another PIN code. The article says that virtually a new prototype card from Dynamics Inc. could be the solution for credit card fraud. The credit card is powered by a tiny battery and generates different security code, usually the 3-digit code printed on the back every time it's switched on. The number stored in the magnetic strip also changes, so it can't be cloned, at least with the current technology. The card is displayed at this week's Consumer Electronics Expo, SES, in Las Vegas. And the technology is currently under trial by Citibank. Oh, great. The code is stored in the magnetic strip, changes every time it's used, so it's very difficult to clone. You can tell the card is switched on by entering the PIN code, and it displays the number. Without the code, it's useless. Dynamics Inc. is the company behind the card, saying that the powered cards can also be used for cards that offer access to several accounts from one card, or cards that can hide partitions of the number useless a PIN is entered. Only thing I can say is this: one more step into the mark of the beast. As anybody else can remember, the Bible says something about the beast and the mark of the beast, and no one will be able to buy or sell in Revelations. However, with this new card here, it's actually one more step towards that mark that is put into your hand or in your forehead. You cannot buy or sell anything at all. And it's starting to creep me out now. They're actually marching towards this stuff. Really creeping me out right now. I mean, dang.